What's up, guys? Iceman here. So in this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about what Iceboy's been up to. Alright? First off, it's pretty fucking important for you dogs to consider your diet and your physical activities throughout the day. You see, I've been kind of picking up on this a bit more myself. I don't want to get into too many details, man, but the other night I was drinking a lot of coffee that day. And in fact, I didn't even have breakfast that day. Had some coffee, walked around a lot. And then later in the day, I had some ramen noodles before I went to bed, like a dumbass. A little bit of tuna with it, that was it. Because aren't those ramen noodles empty carbs or some shit? And then you put that packet of blubber in there and the spices and all that shit. But long story short, man, it was about midnight and I jumped out of bed. So I have this habit where I'll like kick myself out of bed. Like, you know how ninjas and shit, like they'll be on the ground and they'll like kick their legs and they'll get up like that? Well, I do that in my bed. I'll kick my legs and I'll jump up, boom, like that. And then I'll walk over to the bathroom and take a piss. Anyway, I was taking a piss and fuck, I was kind of lightheaded, okay? I was a little lightheaded and felt a little weird. Felt a little fucked up, a little abnormal. That's all I'll say about that for now. But it got me thinking about diet and exercise because, to be honest with you dogs, I've been working out in the gym. You know, I got this gym right here. I've probably been doing this on average 4 or 5 days a week for a long fucking time. Probably for years and years, alright? But that doesn't mean that I'm doing my body the best I could do for it, because sometimes I get in here, I throw around weights a little bit, you know, do 3 sets of this, 3 sets of that, rest for a minute or two, take long breaks. My heart rate doesn't even get up that much, all right? I'll strain my muscles to an extent, but my heart rate doesn't get up that much. And I'll spend a lot of the day sitting on my fucking ass. So, some of you know I got this Rogue Echo bike, a really nice fan bike, thing's towed. And if I had to be honest with you guys, over the past, say, 3 months, I've probably been using that on average probably 3 days a week. And if I had to be more honest with you dogs, while I'm on that fucking thing, I'll go on for 15 minutes. That ain't very long, is it? And I've even been like starting out slow and stuff, which is a good thing, but if you're gonna start out slow for a while, you gotta go longer than that, man. Ain't there some shit about exercising for at least a half hour? Where it's like some optimal duration for your heart, stuff like that. But here's what I did. Today, I went on that bike for 30 minutes. And Iceman needs to start making a commitment. I don't like to fucking do it. Who the toad does? You know, it's not fun. It's not fun busting your fucking ass, in my opinion. You know, results are fun. Like working out in the gym, you know, getting the pump and all that, you know, looking a little bit more muscular and shit. You know, that's fun. Trying to impress the Bayman a little bit, you know what I'm saying? That's fun. And it's fun having higher energy levels throughout the day, which is a result you would get from more exercise and better eating, but it ain't fun getting there. So Today I went on it for 30 fucking minutes. And you know what, dog? It felt pretty good when I got off. I was a little dizzy. I got off because I didn't have breakfast, see? Because I read some shit on the internet about not eating food in the morning and exercising, something to do with how it's more optimal for burning fat. But this might be bullshit. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you guys know what I'm going on about with that. Did you guys run across some article or some shit that said something like that? Let me know in the comments below. Or is there a counter to that? Maybe some of you health experts and shit. I know there's a lot of you out there watching my videos, right? Everybody's an expert on fucking something, it seems. But let me know in the comments below. Is it better to have breakfast and then get on the bike? Or is it better to get on the bike and then have breakfast? Comment below if you will. But here's what Iceboy has in mind. I'm fixing to change up a few things. And I wouldn't mind if you dogs kept tabs on me. So when you see a video, you could say, Iceboy, did you get on your bike for 30 minutes today? Or were you a little bitch and you just laid there like a piece of shit? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Just some positive reinforcement or constructive criticism or whatever, man. You know, but it's good to have some accountability, I think. So I keep you dogs accountable too if you want. Just let me know what you guys have been up to. Have you been exercising? You've been hitting the weights? The weather's getting a little better in a lot of places. You know, folks getting outside. There's a lot of things going for us, I think, when it comes to a setup for, you know, staying active. Over the mere fact that it's springtime alone. But in my situation, there ain't no excuses, man. You know, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to get on that bike every fucking day. But I'm kind of divided. I'm thinking maybe I should try to aspire to go on it 30 minutes, 5 days a week, or 6 days a week, or 7 days a week. I don't really know yet, all right? I haven't decided. I might do a little bit of research and figure out what's best. But I don't know. Maybe 7 days a week is where it's at, just to get in the routine. But yeah, if you guys would like this damn video and hit the thumbs up button, and let me know if you have any advices for Iceboy. Right here is some cacao and coffee. All right, the cacao doesn't have any sugar in it, but I know it might have some beneficial effects, and I kind of like the taste, even though it's quite bitter. But yeah, I have been, you know, trying to cut down on the coffee a little bit as well. But basically, what I have in mind is this half hour on the bike in the morning after getting up, either before or after breakfast, and try to stay away from all the bullshit. You know, I went to Chick-fil-A a couple times over the past few weeks. It's good as fuck, but I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it. You know, I start feeling a little, I just kind of feel like it drains the energy and stuff. The bread, the breaded chicken and all that shit, all that bullshit you put on the salads that they have. And yeah, but the breaded chicken for the most part, you know, there's probably a lot of sodium, all sorts of shit. But I want to aspire to eat a little better. Like this morning, fortunately, I have a veteran who does cook, and we had eggs and steak, and that's it. Right? I didn't have any high carb anything. So the idea is to try to go in that direction. And I might even cut out the protein shakes. I haven't had one in a few days because the protein shakes have a lot of bullshit in them. So I don't know, man. I mean, here's the problem, is you could lose a little bit of muscle, you know. But at the end of the day, or the end of your life, which will be a fuck of a lot shorter if all you focus on is muscle building, is it worth it? You know what I mean? Because when you're sitting there, when you're busting your ass in the gym, just throwing weights around and taking breaks, and you're not doing any cardio, and if you're just pumping your body with a bunch of bullshit to try to grow muscle or whatever, it might look kind of cool aesthetically, but a lot of dogs who are big as fuck, they could barely walk up, you know, a flight of 150 stairs or so without breathing a bit heavy. you know, and what good is that, man? And you feel like shit, you know, and it affects everything in your life, even sexual relations with the women. You'll be more stimulated, and everything will be better, man, if you have, you know, a greater activity when it comes to cardiovascular things in your life, and just diet, as far as I see it, right? So I'm trying to get over that a little bit of and find maybe a more healthy blend of just trying to hit the weights and getting on that fucking bike and eating a little better. I'm gonna miss that Chick-fil-A, them crispy chicken sandwiches. What's another thing that I eat that I probably shouldn't touch for the most part? You know, I've been having some oatmeal with brown sugar in it a bit lately as well. In fact, I got into a habit for the past week or two, where about every other day or so, I'd have a cup of that oatmeal with brown sugar in it, and I'd have a protein shake with it, which the protein shake probably has all sorts of bullshit in it. So I'm kind of cutting back on that as well. Well, I haven't touched it. I haven't touched the oatmeal, haven't touched the ramen noodles since this day, which was just like 2 fucking days ago. But what I'm saying is, man, it's important to maybe set some goals, you know, and that's what I'm fixing to do here. I can't really think of other things that I eat that are bullshit. I eat a lot of tuna and sardines, but I've been having the crackers with the sardines, and sometimes I'll stuff my fucking face with these crackers. And that's probably not good. You know, those things could cause inflammation, right? And I think that's a lot of the problem with folks, is they have this inflammation going on in their gut, and it fucks everything up, man. So anyway, let me know what you dogs been up to. Do you have any advices on Ice Boy when it comes to that stuff? But check this out, man. I have this big ass silver coin thing, or round. I think they're called silver rounds, right? A coin might be used more technically in that it has like face value, which these silver rounds do not, but they are, you know, 0.999 fine silver. And this is 5 ounces, all right? Remember, right now, silver is at about, the spot price anyway, is at about $26 per ounce, and that could go up. Who knows which way that's going to go? But of course, the premium is about $5 beyond that, $4 to $5 beyond that, because the actual physical silver to have in hand. There's something to do with how the spot price is like inflated, in that it doesn't recognize the reality that there's actually not enough silver to go around where people could all have it at that spot price. There's some weird shit like that. Some of you guys in the comments could let me know, if you will, the technicality behind that. But yeah, I got a few more things that I'll show off in future videos. Just been kind of getting into this a little bit, but not really, you know, wanting to blow too much on it, because you never know which way it's going to go, like I said. But if you look at the charts, man, like if I were to hold this for say 20 years, it seems very likely that you know, you're going to get a hell of a lot more for it than $30 per ounce. If you look at like the 100-year history of gold and silver, for example. So I don't know. I'll probably show more off in future videos. It's just kind of fun, man. It's just like, you feel like you're in World of Warcraft or some shit. You feel like you're in Diablo, you know, because this is real world currency, right? Historically, folks would trade with gold and silver and shit. And as far as I see it, it seems that if anything, these item types should have even more value, these special metals, because back in the day, they didn't have iPhones and computers and shit, and those things use silver, you know what I'm saying? Circuit boards and electronics and all this shit, man, I use silver. So if anything, it seems to me that this shit should be even more valuable today than when it was back in the day when it was used for jewelry, but other things, you know. I don't know, they have various levels of conductivity and stuff like that, right? Isn't that something to do with their value too? But in their scarcity, of course, their rarity. But yeah, they actually have a very practical value about them today with how they're in electronics. So I'll be showing off some more stuff when I get it. All right. But yeah, I'll be talking to you dogs soon. Like the video. Become a patron if you want. May the Creator bless you all who are my patrons. And may you have many wives. Peace be with you.